Okay, now we're going to look at factoring. So what I want to do is take a look at this p squared here. And I want to ask, what times what is going to get me p squared? P times p is going to get me p squared. Next, I want to take a look at this -6. So when I'm looking at this -6, I first have to go and look at my middle number here, -p, and I look at that sign, and it's a negative. What that negative tells me is that the higher number is going to have a negative. So over here I'm going to put my negative when I put my higher number. So 1 times -6 gets me -6, and 2 times -3 gets me 6. So I have to look at -6 equals, -6 plus 1 equals -5. -3 plus 2 equals -1. I have to go up to this middle number again and see what that is, and that's a -1p. And why that's important is after you multiply that to find that last number, then you add those or subtract those together to find that middle number. And that middle number is -1. So we know our two factors are 2 and -3. So what I'm going to then do is set p plus 2 equals 0. I'm going to subtract 2 from each side. And I get p equals -2. Then I'm going to do the next one, p minus 3 equals 0. And I'm going to add 3 to each side. And I get p equals 3. And our solution set is -2, 3. However, we need to plug those back in to see if both of these are a solution. So if I plug these back in to check them, I'm going to start with 3. So I'm going to have 3 squared minus 3 minus 6 equals 0. So I have 3 squared is 9 minus 3 minus 6 equals 0. 9 minus 3 is 6 minus 6 equals 0. 6 minus 6 is 0, it's 0. So 3 is the solution. Now I'm going to plug -2 in. So I have -2 squared minus -2 minus 6 equals 0. And -2 squared is 4. Negative times a negative is positive, so plus 2 minus 6 equals 0. 4 plus 2 is 6. Minus 6 equals 0. 6 minus 6 is 0 equals 0. It's a solution as well. So our solution set is -2 and 3.